Hey everybody, welcome back to Horror Trans. My name is Stephanie Bree. I'm a transgender woman. I talk about all things horror. And today, I'm going to tell you about a horror movie called Stir of Echoes. From, I believe, 1998 or possibly 1999. Don't quote me on this. Starring Kevin Bacon and a bunch of people. You recognize their face but will not know their names. The dad from the Transformers movies, the girl from the Fairy Tale TV show, etc. Stir of Echoes, without spoiling it, is a cross between The Changeling and the one with Bruce Willis where he sees ghosts. I can't remember what it's called. Stupid movie. It's a crisscross between those two movies. The Sixth Sense? Yeah. It's a little bit of The Changeling and a little bit of The Sixth Sense. It has a very similar kind of sort of twist as both of those movies. It has a very similar plot and beat for beat similar-ish to The Changeling. So if you've seen either one of those movies, you can kind of guess what you're getting into with Stir of Echoes. Now, here's the premise without getting into the spoilery territory. Kevin Bacon is skeptical of supernatural stuffs. Somebody in his life, and I don't remember her connection to him, but she's like a friend or a colleague or a family member or an in-law, I don't remember, is a therapist or hypnotist or something, and she dares him or pressures him into letting her hypnotize him. She hypnotizes him, and then now he's psychic for the rest of the movie, and he's using his psychic powers to do things. And that's the movie, without getting into the spoilery territory. Now, some would argue this is not a horror movie, and this middle finger goes up your butt, because it is a horror movie. And if you don't want to stick it up your butt, stick it up your nose. I don't care where you stick it, just stick it. Alright? It's a horror movie. Get over it. But, it does have some jump scares. It is scary to a point, creepy through and through, and it will challenge your expectations just enough that you're going to get to the end and you're going to be like, okay, wow. Not so much because of the twist, because you can see the twist coming a mile away. I mean, the first time you see his psychic premonition, we'll say, you've already seen the end of the movie. You already know where this is going. You already know how it ends. There is no... There's some very heavy-handed foreshadowing, but it's kind of like, it's this guy. It's this guy. It's this guy. Kind of foreshadowing, where it's like, yeah, I know it's going to be you. It's gonna be you. Oh, it was you. Okay. I knew it was gonna be you. The whole goddamn time. But, it is what it is. Now, is it scary? Yes. Does it look good? Surprisingly, yes, for a mid to late 90s movie, because the 90s is that weird decade where movies really didn't look good for some reason. With a few exceptions. There are exceptions, obviously. Jurassic Park, The Fifth Element, those movies look good. But most of your movies made in the 90s don't look good for some reason, and I don't know what that reason is. This one actually surprisingly looks pretty good. But, do I have issues with it? Well, my issue with it is they open up a lot of possibilities with the doorway theme that they talk about that they don't pursue. And it just kind of sort of narrowly hones in on this one specific psychic premonition. But they set it up to where he's just sort of, hey, now you're psychic. Congratulations. They drop that early in the movie, and it just kind of sort of turns into a kind of, and I don't want to say haunted house movie, but sort of, because I'm going to use the word premonition. And the reason why I'm saying that is because he's having visions of things that may or may not be there, that may or may not have already happened, past tense, or could be happening in the near future. It's a really intense movie, and I liked it for that. But when I give a movie a review, I give it a rating, and it isn't a star rating out of 5 stars or whatever. And it isn't a Siskel and Ebert style thumbs up, thumbs down, although that would be easy, I give a rent or buy. And the reason why I do rent or buy is because Basically, I'm assessing whether or not this is a movie you're going to want to come back to in the future, or if it's a one and done. Once is enough. And I am very happy to report that this is a buy. This is a hardcore buy. You're going to make this I'm going to say semi-regular rewatch. Maybe once a year, maybe every other year, maybe twice a year, maybe more frequently than that. And I'm going to tell you why in 2 words. Shirtless, Kevin Bacon. I know that's technically 3 words, but Kevin Bacon is name. It's a proper noun. It's 1 word. Yeah, there you go. You're welcome. Bye, bye, bye.